Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Bible study for everyone. Today is day number 23, and so we are in Acts chapter 23. Once again, I'm Matt, and I'm going to be your facilitator today. So, Acts chapter 23, Paul is put before the council, which is made up of the high priest, Pharisees, and Sadducees. And in this, we see a separation. We see that the Sadducees and the Pharisees disagreed. The Pharisees were those who believed in the resurrection, whereas the Sadducees did not accept it. And so in this moment, Paul says, I'm also a Pharisee. And when the Pharisees heard that, they backed up Paul and said, we don't want this man to be killed. And so Paul is taken away from the council because it became violent. And after this happened, 40 Jewish people make an oath to kill Paul. And they say that they are not going to eat or drink until this happens. And thankfully, we see in verse 16 that the son of Paul's sister heard of this and warned them that this was happening. And so they sent Paul off to Caesarea. And that's where the chapter ends. And so as we read this chapter, we may just see, okay, he was being tried. It seemed like he got freed, sent to Caesarea. Great. But there's something in here that's really unique. And it comes in verse 11. It says, the following night, the Lord stood by him and said, take courage, for as you have testified to the facts about me in Jerusalem, so you must testify also in Rome. And then immediately after that, we see the oath that's taken by the Jewish people. And so why I love this is because God basically tells Paul before he even finds out about this oath to kill him that he's going to be going to Rome. And so I like to call this a doomed oath because the Lord, he only speaks facts. He only speaks truth. And so the word of the day is going to be truth because what the Lord said to Paul was truth. And what came after that, that oath that they were going to stand by, likely wasn't truth. And we don't find out in the Bible what actually happened to the people who took that oath and whether they were freed of it or whether they broke it. But we do know that Paul didn't get killed in this moment. And we'll see later on that he does end up going to Rome. So I just love how God lays out this story in the Bible. I mean, the fact that one sentence to the next, we see Paul getting told a fact, and then we see people plotting to kill him. And we already know that that's not going to happen. And so I just want us as a group to think about, where has God spoken truth into your life? This is so important for us as Christians to look back and remember the times when God spoke truth and it came true. When we see something in the Bible, it's the truth, and we need to take it at face value. The same way when Paul heard from the Lord, he knew that that was the truth and that he was going to be safe there. And so remember the word truth today. Remember that this was a doomed oath from the beginning, and we'll talk next time. See you guys.